Hey, just want to do a quick thing on behind the veil, looking behind the curtain. One of the things about this class I have coming up, the behavioral profiling and interrogation, the ultimate influence course, what it teaches you is a different way to look at other people in general. And there's a great lesson that a lot of people overlook from the movie The Wizard of Oz, right? Because they keep saying, when they finally get to meet the wizard, you got to look behind the curtain. The wizard's this all powerful, this strong being. But when you look behind the curtain, you find out he's a wounded, scared person. Well, one of the things, if you want to be an elite person in this kind of thing about behavior profiling and that, is you realize we all have veils. Some people call them masks or curtains. But I like the term veil just for the reason that you can sort of see through it if you know what you're looking for. Many people will take the veil or the curtain as this is just what it is, right? But if you're able to do that, you see things that other people don't see. And then you can look into ways to influence them in different ways if you choose to. But sometimes it just shifts everything. And one of the things you begin to learn is for this to really work is you look at people as all people have fears, trepidations, things that, it's like neurological needs that they're trying to fulfill, whether it's try to feel strong or important or significant or belonging. But when you look behind that, you go, what, you see them as a wounded person, as someone that has pain, right? We all have secret pains, right? And we overcome it with our veils. We do that to fit into society, to whatever it happens to be. Sometimes your profession causes you to do it, sometimes other things, right? But what's interesting is, and I'm glad I'm teaching this class. Like I said, I never thought I'd teach it to I'm at the bar, in case anybody wonders. I never thought I'd teach it to the general public. But it's like when I went to start to review it, it made me go back and go, it's the old, hey, I forgot I should be doing this myself. I don't know if anybody else ever gets that. It's like, oh, I should be doing this. And good example was, I'm driving here to the barn. It's not that far from my house. And some guy cuts me off, right? Which, now how are you going to respond when you get cut off? Not only cut me off, flip me off, right? I don't even know what I was doing. I was driving along, who knows, listening to something, lost in thought as we all do, right? But he like cuts me off, flips me off. I don't remember if he did a brake check, right? Well, what's your response to that, right? Now, how you respond to it's going to give you a lot of information, right, about yourself, right? One is, do you respond automatically with anger? You kind of want to, start tailgating him, cut him off, flip him off, or whatever, right? So there's different levels of response I'll go to in the class. But if you pull back, the people that can truly influence people, pull back and go, because some people look at it as just a fact. The guy's an asshole. He'll always be one. Nothing will ever change, right? So it puts people in different categories. One is it's a fear response. Somehow it's like you're disrespecting me. You're not showing me this, right? But if you go to a different level and you pull back a little bit, you begin to realize that maybe what it is this person has something going on. The need to feel strong or important, right? Or he felt disrespected. I don't know if I did something, right? Maybe I just wasn't driving fast enough. I don't know. But rather than get angry or just call this person a schmuck, you pull back a little bit and you look at them as like, what, what pain is this thing trying to fulfill? Maybe when they were like 10 years old, 11 years old or something, some bully beat them up, especially if some bully beat them up, in front of their friends or, someone that's important to them, or they didn't get the love, care, and nurturing from their parents that they needed at that time, or a teacher. So this is the only way they know how to respond, right? And once you do that, it makes you look at everything differently, right? And then you can go and like, okay, what need are they trying to fulfill? What neurological need? Is it strength? Is it acceptance? Is it significance? Is it being a part of something? There's different needs that we'll go over. And once you figure that out, you get more insight, right? And it makes you look behind the veil. And another example I had is I was at a thing the other day, and people I know them quite well. We get along, but they're all Harley guys. I used to have Harleys, but I wasn't what I call a Harley guy. I didn't wear all the leathers. Well, they came in all their leathers with the sort of colors. They're not a hardcore biker gang. They're in recovery, but it's like, and I'm going, when you look behind the veil, it's they want to be a part of something, and they want to be a part of that, which is okay. But, and they'll kind of think I'm a rugged individualist, but you look at them, they all look the same. They're wearing the black, either vest or leather jacket, the jeans, the patches, and they all have Harleys of different types, things like that. You couldn't ride with them if you had a Honda or a Kawasaki or something, right? So even though they'll say they want to be a rugged individualist, they want to be a rugged individualist by set parameters. It's like you go to a country club, everybody looks the same. They dress pretty much the same. I live here in Florida, and there's all these gated communities. If you drive through, if you could get in, if you drive through when people are going to work in the morning, this is anywhere in the country, they're all driving pretty much the same cars. They're wearing pretty much the same clothes. They're driving the Mercedes or the Volvos or the BMWs, because it's part of that status symbol, showing you significance and also fitting in with the other people, right? It's why, they're very rule oriented at a, gated community with a strong HOA. So anyway, so that's what I'll be teaching in that class. Go to HortonPsychology.com, HortonPsychology.com. If you want more information, the class is coming up June 19th, 4 Wednesdays for about 3 hours with probably some bonus and some homework and some stuff. It combines advanced NLP with waking hypnosis, how your brain actually works, adds the neurology, and then brings in behavioral profiling. Because we're all in the business. If you're anything, right, you're always communicating. Cannot not communicate. But the better communicator you are by seeing people for who they really are behind the veil, behind the curtain, you'll get more information that if you choose to, you can influence them. Or if they want influence, if you're a coach or a therapist or a salesperson, you have the correct, you won't be selling to the veil. You'll be selling to the thing behind the veil. So I'll talk to you soon. Go to HortonPsychology.com. Shoot me a message if you have any questions. There's a contact form. Just shoot me a message there, and I'll get back to you soon. From Mr. Shikai and Miss Penny, have a great day. Goodbye.